Well, it seems after nearly 2 months of Kanye enduring hate online for his Everybody verse, he has finally decided to change it per some new album information, and we also learned a bit of crucial info about Kanye's upcoming collab project with Freddy Gibbs, so let's get right into it.
I love leaking!
This info came last night from the man himself, Deely, and again it bears mentioning that anything he says should always be taken with a grain of salt, whether you think he's the biggest fraud on planet Earth or the best source we've ever had. Alright, so with that out of the way, we can touch on some of Deely's messages from last night, where he specifically stated that the Kanye verse on Everybody got re-recorded based on a low-quality recording of the song he has dated to 2 days ago, which would have been February 1st. Now, the last time we heard Kanye's verse on the song was the night of January 5th when Ty Dolla $ign played a version of Everybody made on December 23rd, 2023, and this version featured very minor differences like Kanye's vocals coming in earlier.
When I talk to the shrink, you bet not blink.
And no cut at the end of Lil Baby's verse.
I'm like a cartoon, stand tall like a brush stool. Ain't time to shine wreck, I mean shit move.
But lyric-wise, the Ye verse was identical to what was played at Miami on December 12th of last year. So it seems like really up until very recently, Kanye was still rolling with his original verse, and the important thing to note here is that Deely did not say if the entire thing was rewritten, so we can't confidently conclude that the Burger King line is dead, but if anything, it's absolutely on the chopping block. We also got to learn a bit about Freddy Gibbs' upcoming solo project, which now is looking a little bit more like a collab album with Kanye after this new info. Deely told us that as of right now, every song on Freddy's new album has a verse from Ye, but that he isn't sure if they might be references, which would mean eventually Freddy or somebody else would be using Kanye's vocals as a blueprint to fill that particular song segment. We knew previously that Kanye and The Alchemist were sort of co-executive producing Freddy's album, like how Ye and Pharrell did for Pusha T's It's Almost Dry in 2022, but after hearing this, I feel like there's a very high chance this Freddy project gets converted into a full-blown collaborative venture between him and Ye. Of course, we also know Kanye's got like 50 billion projects he's working on right now, so I think he might want to prefer keeping his involvement in Freddy's album capped at just producing, writing, and recording references. Finally, Deely also said that last he heard there were 2 Donda 2 songs being worked on currently, which would presumably be for volumes 2 or 3 of Vultures, as there's no songs on the volume 1 tracklist that we know originated during the Donda 2 era. This is also the type of Deely info that I would take with the biggest grain of salt just because it's so general and could mean anything. But at face value, it's still exciting to think about the prospect of some of the more high potential unfinished D2 songs being brought back. I am insanely curious to see if we get a listening party or some type of live event next week prior to the release of Volume 1, and that would be the perfect time for Kanye to debut his new Everybody verse, if Deely is actually correct about his info. And the fact that Kanye's already done so much for Freddy's album, I think almost guarantees that it will release sometime this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and let me know down in the comments if you think Kanye is going to keep the Burger King line.